Our guest this week is Broken Matt Hardy. We knew you'd come. How you doing?
Excellent, very good. Just returning from England, Scotland, and Ireland. Had a very successful little run over there.
Oh my gosh, now we're jealous. Now I'm angry at you now. Broken Matt Hardy has a better life than I. On Thursday, December 15th, you will host an entire episode of Impact Wrestling from the Hardy compound, dubbed Total Nonstop Deletion. How did this idea come to fruition, and how satisfying is it to see the confidence TNA has in your creativity?
Yes, it's going to be the most magnificent event ever known to mankind. Anthem, who are new majority investors in Impact Wrestling now, are looking into new things, new interesting, riveting concepts. And I was selected to actually promote my own show. I'm going to promote the show and book the show. It's going to emanate entirely from the Hardy compound. And the main event is going to be Apocalypto, a World Tag Team title match, where myself and Brother Nero, we must prove that we are the greatest tag team in all space and all time. We have invited every single tag team across space and time, especially other current champions like the Honorable Rings, Bucks of Youth, Nick Mahan show. We have invited the Day of New. We want all of these tag teams to come and enjoy. We've had one legendary, iconic tag team, the Rock and Roll Express. They are going to partake in Apocalypto, and we have many other surprises that are going to show up on the lead. And I'm also going to have a TNA title of the world defense happen. Many, many matches. King Maxwell, his in-ring debut is going to happen on that night. It is very rewarding to be able to be allowed to let my broken universe completely fulfill the 2 hours of Impact Wrestling, no doubt.
Mike Huron?
Well, you've been doing things that have never been done before in wrestling and consistently putting together the most entertaining segments TNA has to offer. But what do you have to do this time around with Total Nonstop Deletion to not only ensure that it's a success, but to surpass maybe what you did previously with Final Deletion and maintain that positive momentum that you created?
Yes, well, with Total Nonstop Deletion, my main goal is to give people the 2 hours of the most fun wrestling they have ever seen. I promise whenever you watch this show from beginning to end, it's going to be 2 hours of the most enjoyable entertainment you've ever seen of professional wrestling style. The Apocalypto match, for the fans that loved the Final Deletion, especially the last 5 or 6 minutes, whenever they saw all the insanity that happened between myself and Brother Nero, you're going to see 50 minutes of that with Apocalypto. I can promise you this. The 45 to 50 minutes of Apocalypto, the main event that you are going to see next Thursday on Total Nonstop Deletion, it will be the most entertaining 45 minutes of professional wrestling / movie that you have seen in as long as you can remember, probably your entire life.
Well, at Ring of Honor's Final Battle, a video played calling out the Young Bucks. What does the future hold between the Hardy Boys and the Bucks of Youth? And will fans actually see Broken Matt and Brother Nero in an ROH ring?
Well, as I said before, the seven deities had mandated that myself and Brother Nero prove that we are the greatest tag team in all time and all space. And the Bucks of Youth, I'm going to call them out tomorrow night on Impact Wrestling. And I'm going to invite them once again to Apocalypto. And I hope that that Sinclarity Broadcasting, the owners of the Honorable Ring, that they are willing to realize that everyone needs to participate in this because it is great. It is truly a chance for these Bucks of Youth to show how great they are. Because everyone talks about them. They are one of the hottest tag teams that is currently going in this day and this age. And I invite them to Total Nonstop Deletion, or I invite them to Impact Wrestling. And myself and Brother Nero ultimately have to go to the Honorable Ring to kick their ass and to show everyone that we're the greatest tag team in all space and time, and that's what we'll do. Basically, it was a warning shot that I just had sent out to them, and who knows, you might see me doing that on Nick Mahan show this next Monday or this next Tuesday.
Mike Chiari?
Well, as you said, you invited any tag team through space and time to take part in the Apocalypto match, meaning anyone could appear, anything could happen. But in your dream scenario, what team would you like to compete against and why?
I mean, in a perfect world right now, I think all of the wrestling fans, see the best tag teams currently that are going as the Bucks of Youth, obviously, which are the ROH Tag Team Champions, and then on Raw you have the Day of the New, which is about to set a record for being the one of the longest running ever World Tag Team Champions there. I would love to see those three tag teams, myself and Brother Nero included, definitely face off in the midst of Apocalypto. If we would get that, I think that would be the most successful dream combination I could wish for Apocalypto.
BG?
In October, you tweeted about being interested in purchasing TNA and some changes you'd make if you were owner. what other changes would you make to TNA or perhaps just wrestling in general if you had the power to do so?
The first thing I would probably do with TNA, I would change the name. I think with the new management, the new ownership, I think the name needs to be changed in some way, shape, or form. I think maybe it needs to be something that ties in with the Impact Wrestling correlation. I just think to really have a fresh start and a fresh beginning, I think the Total Nonstop Action moniker has served its purpose well for many years, but there's a bad connotation with it to many people now. I think it is time to almost start fresh and start new. I would also like to have a more hands-on involvement as far as all of the new up-and-coming athletes are, as far as like what they're doing and their chance and their opportunities to make the most of their names and build their own brands. You know, people like the third version of Carter, EC3, Eli Drake, Eddie Edwards, the X Division guys, Trevor Lee, also his tag team partner, Trevor Lee and his little tag team partner Andrew Everett. All of these guys, I would love to see these guys continue to be to utilized and given the best opportunities possible. I think I can offer that, especially with my experience of doing this for almost 25 years as a professional wrestler.
Final Deletion, Delirious Decay, and The Great War all managed to tie into the personalities of the wrestlers involved. And one team I think would be a perfect fit for this setting would be the Briscoe brothers. Do you think they would accept the challenge at the Hardy compound?
Oh, I would love to sink my teeth into those ramshackle rednecks, Jay and Mark Briscoe, no doubt. I'm sure they would. The biggest thing would be the Sinclairity broadcasting along the toe. But I tell everyone, I just throw away your silly contracts for one night only, and at Apocalypto, let's let it all hang loose. So I hope we have 100 tag teams here.
Well, you sending the video to Ring of Honor kind of sparked some talk about a working relationship between TNA and Ring of Honor. From your perspective, you've worked for both companies. You see how both companies work from both sides of the camera. Do you think a partnership between Ring of Honor and TNA would be beneficial to TNA and both companies in general?
I obviously think it would. I think if there was a way for these places to work together, if it was done smartly and if it was done correctly in the right way, yes. I mean, I am someone that was able to get onto Final Battle. I had Vanguard One hacked the satellite feed and got on there, and now a bridge has been built, apparently, where the companies have to talk to one another, and all I can do is build a bridge. I can't force the people that are in charge currently, the powers that be, to let talents walk back and forth. But yes, I think if done right, it could be very beneficial. And I think anything that is new and exciting and fresh in the wrestling industry is something that is a win not only for the company that it exists within, but also for the wrestling fans.
Mike Yoy?
Well, as you mentioned, another one of the teams that you called out before is the New Day, the Day of New. But nobody seems to believe that a team from WWE is going to answer your challenge. Why do you think that Vince McMahon is unwilling to do something like that? And what would you have to do in order to change his mind?
I don't know. I mean, I have offered them. I've had. And I'm sure in the next week I'm going to be even more intensely beyond them. I mean, let's say if they would send the Day of the New out to Apocalypto to appear on Impact Wrestling show, and this will be the grandest, most magnificent Impact Wrestling of all time. If they would send them out, then myself and Brother Nero, I would go appear on one of their shows, on one of their Raw shows, or one of their SmackDown shows. I am willing to do business. I am willing to play ball with anyone. I am very open-minded, but it is Mick Mahan that is very closed-minded, that is afraid to do that. So I don't know. Maybe I have to go there personally and get in his face and delete him to change his mind.
That would be nice. I would appreciate that. BG?
There was a stigma surrounding TNA for many years, but you and Jeff have injected new life into the company that has a lot of fans intrigued every week by what you will do. What does that mean to you, and why do you think TNA is having trouble elsewhere on the show?
I just think the whole issue with TNA, that there have been some issues with the old guard, with old management, but I think we have a new opportunity. I know a lot of people haven't met the Anthem people, the Fight Network people, but I think it is going to do wonders for the company. And I really do think in many, many ways they have a fresh slate as far as the management aspect of the company. On the talent side, it is greater than ever. I think the locker room is extremely talented. I think they're extremely willing to go out there and become the superstars, live up to the true potential they can be. And for me, it starts at Total Nonstop Deletion. Like I said, there's going to be so many things that you see on the show that are going to be first, that are going to blow your mind, that you're never going to be expecting, and it's going to be shot differently. It's going to look differently. The fans that are in the arena, they're going to look differently as well. And then this Apocalypto match, I say this with sincere honesty. I think this is going to be the most 45 entertaining minutes of professional wrestling / entertainment that anyone has ever seen. This match will change the way people look at the business. This will change the way the business evolves going forward in the future.
A huge thank you to Broken Matt Hardy for sharing his broken brilliance with us. Catch him stealing the show every Thursday on Impact Wrestling on Pop TV. Tell the fans where else they can support you.
Hi, yes, well, I mean, that's the main thing. I mean, tomorrow night, I'm not sure when this is up, but tomorrow night on Impact Wrestling, I'm going to be doing a big lead-in and giving a lot of sneak peeks and some teasers for Total Nonstop Deletion. But you can also find me online pretty much everywhere at Matt Hardy Brand. My Twitter is twitter.com, Matt Hardy Brand, Facebook, Matt Hardy Brand, Instagram, Matt Hardy Brand, website, MattHardyBrand.com, and shopmatthardy.com is where you can get all your Christmas gifts. The Santa Claus is coming very, very soon. But I am everywhere. I am ubiquitous. I am near you, wherever you are. My broken brilliance has spread everywhere across this universe.
Another huge thank you to Broken Matt Hardy. Good luck moving forward, sir.
Yes, thank you, gentlemen.